Alright, jumping into the last round of the tournament, in only a 2-round tournament, to be fair. X-Potion and Rename card against the Kilika Beasts. Alright, I like how I just started recording and now I've got to sneeze. I'm going to mute the mic real quick and sneeze, yeah. Gotta keep it off camera, you know. Keep it on the down low. Anyways, looks like newbie Ronso starts with the ball. Obviously, immediate pass to Zamzy Ronso. I kind of covered this before. I'm not going to be doing a lot of passing, but I do immediate passes in the beginning to kind of draw their players near us. It just feels better, you know. Just one of those things. Like if you look here, how we're kind of playing this. Is pass back to Zamzy Ronso. Their right forward is already basically behind our guy Ronso, and that puts our guy Ronso in a pretty good position. So yeah. Alright. Looks like our guy Ronso has got the ball, and we're just gonna go for the bold shot right now. I know Keepa has 35 catch, so this probably won't make it, but it could. And there it is. Keepa just cannot keep a shot out of his goal. So, it's over for him. It's fired. Immediately terminated. So, I know in the previous video, I was talking a lot about, like, balancing Blitzball. I don't know. I kind of want to talk about that some more. You know, I feel like there should be a Twitch stream at a certain point. No. I don't know. I think if I was to balance... in the previous video, I should say, I touched down on speed. I feel like speed is the most powerful attribute to have, like, in abundance of. Like, it's so damn powerful. Like, it's essentially impossible to get past. If players can't encounter you, then they can't do anything, and it really just shuts down other teams pretty heavily. But yeah, I think another technique that's kind of broken is probably HP. I touched on it a little bit with the speed comments because I was like, oh hey, like maybe if you had HP be detrimental to high speed or speed detrimental to HP, it'd work. But I feel like HP matters for like the first 10 levels of Blitzball, and then you don't care about it at all for like the rest of Blitzball. Around maybe like level 20, 25, when you get a level 3 pass, and it's like nat pass 3, and it takes like 1 billion HP or 1,000 HP to pass with. Eventually you care then. But I feel like at this point, like, HP doesn't matter. So I feel like if they were going to re-release Blitzball in like another form, they would have to rebalance that. I think a good way to actually balance that would probably be I do like the idea of more detrimental HP reductions when you're moving. Like if you look at I mean look at HP now, like how long it takes for it to go down just from swimming around. Like there's no feasible way I'm gonna run out of HP just from swimming around. So I think I'm trying to decide if like my decision is like making a terrible game or actually balancing. So I would say, I don't know how many people play Blitzball. I imagine quite a few if you're watching this video. But the effects of poison, like how often HP goes down when you have poison, I would say like that will probably be a fair, like maybe like 0.8 times the speed of like poison right now is how quick your HP would go down on the regular. That would also mean initially you would have higher HP on the earlier levels, and it would just increment higher slowly over time, as opposed to having 100 HP then immediately losing it all throughout the game. So I think that like actually helps two things. If you actually have HP go down as quickly as if you were poisoned regularly, like that's regular decreased speed with a little bit higher HP, it also makes venom incredibly more potent. Like it actually makes venom useful. Because, I mean, I'll be the first one to say Venom is the most pointless everything in Blitzball. Like, it really is. Like, if someone envenoms, like, one of my, like, characters, I don't care. Like, it's whatever. The most detrimental thing is you can't use techniques sometimes. Sometimes they don't work. But, yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, I think that's the way to do it. I think if you just make it so that, like, HP goes down as if you regularly had poison, and then you also have well, actually with Venom, the way it deals with techniques, I feel like it is a mistake to have it that you can't go back if you misclick and like accidentally hit pass when you want to shoot, and then you're stuck in this weird situation where you have to actually pass the ball even though you don't want to. I think a good way to do it, I don't know if this would be hard to do, but I imagine not, is like when someone gets venomed, it immediately gets rid of one of their techniques for the period that they have venom on them. And I feel like I'm breaking Venom here, but if you wanted to make it super mean, you could do it that every single time Venom triggers, think about like when someone's already venomed, and you tackle them again, and then it does the animation that you're making them envenomed again, but it doesn't do anything because they're already like, you know, they already have venom on them. You could make it so that a second envenom on them removes another technique if you want to. That would make Venom super freaking powerful. Honestly, it would probably be the choice stat that I choose every time. Either that or Nap, because Nap's also really good. But no, I think when we're talking about balancing the game, HP is incredibly broken, and Venom is incredibly weak. It's so bad. Like, I choose Venom only at times when like I don't have any other technique. Like if I need a level 3 technique just to increase the tackle of my characters, then I'll choose Venom. But in every other situation, I want to choose Nap abilities. The only reason I'm not running too many Nap abilities in this kind of game is it's a little bit too powerful. Like I feel like personally I deem Nap abilities way too strong, so I don't equip them because it's abusing the enemy team. Really, it's incredibly hard to come back from. Like 2 people napped on your team, like it's pretty much over. If you're the player, it's over for the enemy team. I feel like the AI does dumb decisions so you can get over it and like wake up your characters, but I don't know, it's a whole thing. I would say I don't know, I feel like I'm just making a game that's, I need to stop saying I don't know, probably, but you could also, it really depends on what kind of, like, I don't think I'm using the word meta correctly, but what kind of meta you want in Blitzball. If you make techniques incredibly powerful, you naturally make the anti of the techniques incredibly powerful as well. If Venom 2, or if envenoming people or using Venom on people is broken, anti-Venom 2 is going to be a incredibly sought after technique. I feel like, I was going to say you could make it so anti-Venom 2 only has like a 90% chance to prevent poison, but I think it makes it a very interesting dynamic. So let's say you make techniques incredibly powerful, like Nap, Wither, Venom, they're all incredibly strong. You naturally want to put anti-abilities on your players, but then you only have 5 technique slots. So that puts players in an awkward position. I think there's definitely obvious things to run at that point, but it makes, like, you can't do the standard pass, shoot, tackle, slip, and then 2 random techniques, whether they're defenders with Elite Defense Brawler or forwards with spin ball and like invisible shot. Like you can't do the obvious things when you have to use anti techniques as choices. yeah, all in all, if they do redo Blitzball, first things first, I hope they do it correctly. I hope they definitely do the Final Fantasy X version. That's my goal. That's my dream. But I do hope they rebalance, because there's some clear balance issues with this game. Oh my gosh, I just realized I was passing, and I didn't mean to. I was just so into the conversation. Well, there's some clear balance issues with the game. I touched, speed, HP, venom. There's many other things I could touch on. I talked in the previous video about making a separate video about it. I might do that. But yeah, there's all sorts of things that you could switch up and make it more intense. I think straight up, like, AI needs to increase. There needs to be difficulty levels in the menu to be like, I want to face players that are this hard to face, or anything of that sort. But yeah. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it later, but thank you guys for watching. We're going to take a look at contracts now. Dotto, staying with the Guadagories. We're done with contracts. That was very quick. Very quick, very easy. We're number 1. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we'll play another tournament and talk some more about what we want to see in Blitzball. Until next time.